It feels like years since I've been here. It feels like since I last sat here for an Akashic update, worlds have changed. I'm sure that you're feeling it as well because the energies of that eclipse, my real lifetime right now, we're still in that Mercury retrograde. Worlds have changed. Went down to Baja, got to hang out with people that I love and remember how much I love community and how much I love serving you hands on. Worlds have changed, and I'll be continuing to talk about that as my mission has shifted into focus as well. But for now, hey, can you come into the now with me? Into this space of you that is always available to you, into the perfection of all that is. Can you sit with a plant that's in bloom right now? Recognizing that in bloom, oh, it's so precious and it's so fleeting, and just to be in the now with it, with yourself, is everything. We've been practicing this in so many ways, love. In so many ways. And it feels very much like this world that we have been put here to build. Can you taste it? Can you feel it? Can you sense it? It's here. And I don't even have languaging on it anymore, whether it's 5D, whether it's the new earth. I don't know. But I can feel it. A couple weeks ago, the languaging that I was using, it's like I've almost been peeled off of one version of reality and am skidding onto another version. I'm not landed. I'm not grounded. That might have just been eclipse energy too. It's very much an in-between. And in that in-between, rather than feeling like you're being moved about or floating, oh, that's where you have all of the power. Kind of. The other language that I've been working with a lot in the last week is I trust the movements of moot. There's bigger forces at play than just you. So if you're feeling powerless, good! Be in your sovereignty. Stay in the stillness. Trust that everything is moving in your favor. Even when you can't see it, because I don't know that we have a whole lot of vision on things right now. So I'll be curious to see what comes in this Akashic update. What I do want to also acknowledge is truth. Truth. I fucking love truth. Truth doesn't scare me anymore. Truth doesn't come in as harsh or cutting. Truth, fuck. It's so good. It's so clear. It's the only way to be. So I hope that you're finding your way to your truth. I hope that you are actively participating in your truth by speaking it. It's not that hard. It's the easiest thing to do. Keeping up with the lies, keeping up with the being gaslit, the denial of self, the self-abandonment. That's the hard shit. Truth isn't scary. Truth just means stuff's going to change. But it always changes in your favor. Remember? Oh, so as we arrive here today, I think we've already arrived. I'm kind of in it already. We'll just get into the Akashic and see what wants to happen. What I do want to share is I had a session yesterday with an individual that I wasn't sure where it was going to go. And as we got in there, innocence is this energy that I've been sitting in. Aminu Maha Karu, kind of, but it's bigger now. Transmuting the shame into innocence. So innocence is what I keep coming back to. Innocence is what I keep offering to myself and offering to those around me, and even in session, how to restore the innocence. So yesterday in session, there was the most fucking gorgeous healing. You ready for it? And the individual who we participated with yesterday might be watching this. Hey, we cleared the Nazi POW camps and concentration camps. What? What the fuck is that? In my participation in innocence, that's where we were led. I couldn't do that alone. I had some very good superhero guides on the other side who are helping. Couldn't have done that alone. And last night, long after the session, as I'm taking a late night walk, did those guides come in real life? So mythic was what I wanted to lead down in Baja. You are myth. You are fucking legend. You are the builder race of a whole new era. That's what I wanted to do down in Baja. We kickstarted it down there, but it continues in these really wild, fucking gorgeous ways. So this is not to stroke your ego. This is not to create a sense of grandiosity. Sense? Did I say sense? This is instead, you are myth, you are legend, because you chose to be here. Don't doubt it. And with that, should we open up some Akashic records? I think so. I think so. If you'd like to open your own records now, always a grand idea. If you'd like to participate in this Akashic field of now, come on in. Allowing yourself to move into a space of presence. As we ask Great Mother in all forms and manifestations to guide, protect, and surround May 2023 in love and truth. For it is in that love and truth that we are. We ask May 2023's masters, teachers, ancestors, and angels, loved ones, and guides to be present and to guide us in love and truth. We ask the keepers of the Akashic records to allow us to enter and remove any information available to guide us in love and truth. We ask Great Spirit in all forms and manifestations to guide, protect, and surround May 2023 in love and truth. Oh, for it is in that love and truth that we are. Reality is getting slippery, y'all. We ask May 2023's masters, teachers, ancestors, and angels, loved ones, and guides to be present and to guide us in love and truth. We ask the keepers of the Akashic records to allow us to enter and remove any information available to guide us in love and truth. Your attention creates reality. You've heard that before. They're coming in very loudly with that now. What you pay attention to creates reality. What you pay attention to is reality. What you speak creates new reality. Heard. Spoken. That's why your truth matters so much. Heard. We ask Great Father in all forms and manifestations to guide, protect, and surround May 2023 in love and truth. For it is in that love and truth that we are. We ask May 2023's masters, teachers, ancestors, and angels, loved ones, and guides. I heard you guys, to guide us in love and truth. Yes, the keepers of the Akashic records to allow us to enter and remove any information available to guide us in love and truth. Okay, first off, if you feel like you're being beaten up, if you feel like everything's going wrong, if you feel like all of this world is horse shit, that's the version of reality they're trying to kick you off of. You're being ejected. You're being ejected from a version of reality where you no longer fit because you, my love, you're here for the new, you're here for something else. Your participation in truth through yourself, for yourself, is going to anchor you onto new things. Our communication with each other. This came up with a client today. Fucking fascinating. Especially with AI and especially with all of the deep fake stuff that's going on. The only thing that we can trust, the only thing that we can engage in is voice, conversation. And even better when it's in person. Those conversations that we have, that use of voice, and we did this in Dream School. Do you remember? I've got Dream School ready for you. I've got Activate ready for you. I've got a few other classes, Joy is Your Destiny, ready for you guys over on the halls of Akashic. I'll make that available if you want to do them as standalone because there's keys in there. Those keys. Yeah, okay, thank you. Let's go there. We create reality through voice. We create when we have that jed that is properly set, when we know how to work with the elements. Well, that's all the dream school teachings. We create through speaking reality into being. That is not something that AI can do. That is not something that technology can do. It cannot speak things into reality. But guess who fucking can? That's you. That's you. So this idea of being creator beings, we've talked about that for a very long time, but it feels like it's Magenta Pixie. You know, I love her most of the time. I go in and out with teachers who resonate with me. I hope you do the same. Maybe I'm in right now. Maybe I'm out for you right now. It's cool. You let your own discernment be that guide. But Magenta was saying that with our March, is that right? Yep. When we shifted into spring equinox, all of a sudden we were in new world. The new energies of the new world anchored in, we're now in it. So how do we create in it? Well, we can do it with thought, but thought we can't trust. We cannot trust mental. That's the world that's dying. And instead we've got to come into voice. We've got to come into speaking. We've got to come into community. We've got to come into conversation and agreement about what reality is. That's not something that AI can do. You know that, right? Fuck. Yeah. King of Cups, where we're starting today. Shall we? Thanks. I'm also going to say, hey, ego. I tried to take off my nail polish. It didn't come off all the way because I did a gel nail polish. Excuse me. That's my shit. King of Cups. Shall we come back to the King of Cups? Because this is where you're sitting right now. You are creating reality in your every movement, in your every breath, in your every... I kind of love this King of Cups energy. He's really dreamy in here too, because it's your emotions. It's your calm and it's your joy that are dictating a new way of being. It's your presence that's dictating a new way of being. This is not a place where you are, thank you. Let's be cautious with that. If you are in a place where your emotions are being controlled by other people, other things, other ideas, or other institutions, fuck all that. Fuck all that. That's not real. You can't be there anymore. I need you coming back into the seat of your sovereignty. Sovereignty teachings always available for you for free. I know, I see that. I like it. This ability for you to resource your own energy, for you to run your own emotions and run your own frequency. Do you know how to do that? I hope you do. I think we've taught you well. I know we've tried to. So this sense of sovereignty that's coming in is like nobody should be affecting you but you. Hear me? Nobody should be affecting you but you. You are your own resource of energy. You are your own fucking cosmic ocean of bliss. Being able to access that above and below, great. They're saying like almost like this realm has lesser impact upon you because you are the one who's going to show the new way. You're going to be participating in something else. I know. Hey, King of Cups, what else would you like to show us for this May energy? Working in very different energies. Going to be going really strong, I hear, through August. That's very cute. They want to say through September. Just pulled that 9 of Wands here. So that energy can be burdensome if your attention is anywhere else. Your attention creates reality. All eyes look in. That 9 of Wands, well, you know, sure, there's all of that fire, but it feels almost like walking through reality can feel like a dumpster fire. Don't walk in that version of reality. And this is not about becoming a hermit and withdrawing. This is not just about meditating and wishing and praying it would be better. It's not. It's about going out in that world anyway, knowing that you are safe, knowing that you are protected, knowing that your version of reality is true and real. Doesn't that feel good? And I love that 9 of Wands sometimes can feel like a burdensome energy. And this, it's not. What's the fucking flame of you that you're going to carry into the world? One of worry, one of concern, one of talking about things that make no sense at all? Please don't. What light do you bring into this world? What new opportunities for conversation do you bring into this world? And it's not about, we kind of experienced this integration challenge as we came home from Baja. How do I talk to muggles again? Well, you don't do it by turning off your light. You do it by being all of you, bringing the truest expression of you into being, practicing that in communities where you can. So when you're in places where it may not have been safe for you before, now you're the most fucking interesting one in the room because everybody else is having a version of reality that sucks. Not you. So don't apologize for your blessings. Don't hide those blessings. Instead, be the one who paves an entire new way to go, right? Fucking Nine of Cups. Because what happens when you do? What happens when you do? Nine of Cups. You are the blessing of this new era. They need to see you and what you're doing. They need to know it's in the realm of possibility. Because I know, thanks. And I don't mean to have such a they and us, right? So let me stop and just calm myself a little bit. You can feel the energies are fairly intense over here. Passionate, baby, passion. You'll show a different way. Your joy will pave new paths. I know, and I even love the stillness that's in this one too, right? There is stillness in it. Be still. All is well. Go into the world with that expanded aura of you. That's what this lady has been working on over here. I'm in a 52-day practice. I'm on day 4 of that 52-day practice. I think it'll turn into possibly a new version of light body tech, but I'm also consciously like sitting in this. Instead of just teaching all of the things that I want to do, which is what I did in the past, I'm now embodying them and then teaching. Let me practice this really good. Let me make sure that this works. So let me see if what I'm working on and creating over here is valid. And when it is, I'll share with you next. Being the still and center in that place of joy. Oh, my love, because you don't even necessarily have to talk about how happy and how great and how wonderful everything is. You exude it. In your stillness and your presence and your joy, it exudes from you and it creates ripples that move out from you. Is there anything around May 2023 that we need to be concerned about? Interesting question. Not a fucking thing. You want proof? I like proof. Here's the Chariot over here. Chariot doesn't have a thing to worry about. Chariot, trust the movements of Moot. The Chariot, things are finally, and thank you, even in this deck. God, did you see that? It's unicorns. It's unicorns carrying you, boo. Of course it is. There's nothing to worry about. And it feels like, I know, have we talked about the Chariot and nothing to worry about before? So I want that to just be possibly reaffirmed because that feels very familiar and that energy right there. You're already in the new. The attention that you pay to the old is what could pull you into it. So instead of looking over at that dumpster fire with worry and concern, make sure that you shine a beaming light of your pure essence and joy so that whoever's in the burning dumpster has a way out. I can remember sitting with Heimdall in 2020 and him showing that to me. He's like, you poke holes in this reality and show them another way. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, okay, now I get it. Now I get it. My other experience recently is when we're doing this just from a like cosmic reality or just a spiritual practice, that's not it. Everything right now is boots on the ground. You staying at home and praying for things to be better is not going to make anything better. And it's not about becoming an activist and taking action. It's really about just putting yourself in the middle of things. Putting yourself in the middle of things. Go out into this world and radiate. Cool. Cool. Let's see where we want to go with an activation today, because all of these energies feel pretty darn good. see how we want to anchor it in. So thanks. Well, of course, we should probably use a joy rattle, huh? Ready to go in and receive a little bit? I'm curious where they want to bring us. So let's start with you as King of Cups. Let's start with you sitting in your throne. A throne of pure gold. The gold of your muat. I want you to be breathing through your jed, through this central pillar of you, up and down. Breathing in from root and out through crown. And I want you to feel underneath your feet this microcurrent or this macro current of joy. It could feel slippery, it could feel sparkly. However these energies would like to turn on, let them. Breathing in at root, exhaling to crown, and letting that torus field of you activate itself. Woo, yeah. That torus field, that Ong Sa of all of the blessings of you. And see what you can do to expand at that torus field. Make it as big as the room that you're in. Make it as big as the building that you're in. Make it as big as the block. Breathing in these energies of joy, letting them move out through your crown and splashing all around you as you take on as big as your state, as your country. Oh yeah, I know, I see y'all. Ooh, cool. Can you make yourself as big as a planet? And from out here, I just want you to kind of get fresh eyes. Fresh take, fresh perspective on what reality actually is. Then any of those concerns, how small they become. Because this expanse of your power, this expanse of your love, this expanse of your joy is what is true. And you likely may have some of those Kundalini energies, some of those waves of pleasure that want to move through you in different ways. Oh yes, give permission, please. In the Maya, that white resonant dog. I am a galactic portal. Enter me. What are the galactic frequencies of joy that can move through you in this? Oh, thank you. They're offering a light language activation. So if there's any sounds that want to be made through your voice, through your throat to create. My first experience with light language was actually through my hands. So pay attention to hands, feet, throat. Ha ha ha. This could move your neck quite a bit. Trusting these movements as they move through your body as something that is wholly sacred and good, something that is of the divine truth of reality and is yours to access. Would you let some part of you move in accordance with this divine truth? And would you let yourself find the pleasure in it? And I'm going to be quiet for a little bit in case there's sounds that you would like to be making so that you can hear your own sound of you. All eyes look in. You just let this energy move through you as the chariot, the blessings. Woo. And as it's moving through you, it doesn't need to make any sense at all because it feels good. Recognize this expanded field of you is all one of love. If you find anything else in your field, other people, fears, concerns, go ahead and just hand it over. Push it on out, pop it on out, release it. I don't imagine you have any at this point, but if you do, let love fill it. Love is truth. If you find yourself too much in your head, bring your attention back to that breath that moves from root up to crown and splashes all out around you. What's the texture of that splash? What's the color? What's the scent? What's it feel like? What's it taste like? Sihusuhususa, sahusihususa, 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 sahusihususa. Give yourself permission to be more. To remember and embody your divine true nature. To recognize the places where you deny this expression of bliss through you. Oh, as we transmute all back into innocence, into possibilities of the new. How do we dream in a new world? We don't take anything from the old one. It's all new. And in order to get to the new, you must die to the limitations of what you've been told you were. And can you feel the death in this and the pleasure in this? They're both the same. Change isn't that scary. If there's any pains in your body, let them be handed over as well. Bring them back into the divine pleasure frequencies of your truth. The truth of your existence, the truth of your incarnation, the truth of your divinity. Because as you come back to your human, there will always be challenges, there will always be doubts, but can you bring this energy to it instead? Instead of the thoughts and fears and stories and limitations and what you've been told you are. Fuck all that. And rather than condensing yourself to come back to you, I want you to come into that central pillar, into your Jed, and I want you to slip and slide back down into your physical body. Like a fireman's pole. Or that other pole you could be thinking of. Arriving back into the perfection of this body. Okay, yeah. Kai Pacha offered this in one of his recent updates, so let's go ahead and do it too. And I want you to give this love that you just activated, this joy, this truth, this divine droplet of your true essence, to each of your organs in your systems. Can you give this love to your feet? Thank you, feet. To your ankles. To all of those bones in your feet. Look how many bones are in those feet. Doing such a good job for you. Up through your calves, your shin. Ooh, yeah. All the muscles, all the ligaments, all the tendons into your knees. If you know more specific words for all of these bones, go ahead and love them up with recognition and acknowledgement of their divinity and perfection. Ooh, ooh, as we move into thighs. Oh, those thighs that carry you everywhere. Oh, and those perfect little toes. I see you down there, toes. I didn't forget about you. Sorry. Good. Good. As we move up into these hips. And that luscious little booty of yours, baby. Isn't it perfect? Ha 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 ha. Coming into ovaries and testes. Maybe you've got both. Maybe you have one or the other. Into your sex organs. Out. Thanking them for perfect functioning. For bringing you to places of greater pleasure. With self or with another. Restoring it to divinity and innocence. So we move into womb, pancreas, into bladder. Hey, bladder. Boy, you do a good job taking care of us. Anyone else you want to acknowledge specifically that could use your love and support, remembering its own divinity, do it. Oh, hey, kidneys. Those kidneys that work so hard. Those kidneys that just smile at each other, don't they? Moving all of that fear out of you and restoring themselves into joy. Up into spleen and pancreas, stomach and lower intestine, anus and sphincter. Boy, you guys do such a good job. Thank you. I love you. I trust you. Oh, do I trust you? Gallbladder and pancreas, spleen and liver. I trust you. So we move up into lungs. Through those beautiful bronchioles. Wow! Look at how much light is in there. Can you be all that light in there? Can you see this divine cosmos that you are? Gorgeous. As we give it to heart and breasts. Do you trust this heart? Do you trust this body? These strong muscles that carry you, that protect you. Moving into shoulders, into your arms. These strong arms. Allow me to touch and lift and carry and move. to haul in groceries, to pull weeds. Oh, arms, I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. Into your wrists and into each of your fingers. And can you thank each of those fingertips that allows you the pleasure of touch? Whew. Hands that get to caress yourself and a lover. Hands that get to caress a babe or your pets. Tell you so much about this world and the pleasure available to you in it. As we move up into throat and neck, into larynx, esophagus. It gives us breath. It gives us life. It gives us voice. It gives us creation. Good job. Good, and moving up that neck, into that medulla oblongata, up into brain. Woo! Oh, hey, shoulders, and I forget about you. I love you. Letting those wings expand. I love you. Spine, of course. Oh my God, how sexy are you, spine? Letting your spine move as it does. That strength of your Jed. That strength of your beingness, the centeredness through which you anchor joy into this world, through your own pleasure. Yes, yes. I want to thank the central nervous system. Every cell. Any organs that I missed as we move up into brain. And you want to do the fun ones? Oh my God, your beautiful eyeballs. Yes, hi eyeballs. I love you. That allow me to see all of the wonders of this world. That nose, that holds such memories. That olfactory, God dang, they're ancient. Those lips that allow you to kiss and taste. That tongue, well, you know the wonders of your tongue. Ooh. If there's anything I missed, you go ahead and cover it. How kushanai. This wonderful miracle of a body of your cosmic self that teaches you through pleasure. Pleasure is so much bigger than sexual. You know that, right? So, hey, May 2023, don't you have some juicy goodness in store for us? When we remember what we are, when we remember that we're being moved into rightness, into the right places of service, of joy, of purpose. When we can remember how to get out of our heads and the version of reality that's been programmed and come back over and over and over and over to the wonder and the joy and the awe and the always available to you. Always reflecting back to you truth, beauty. I'll be very curious to hear how you're feeling, to see how this supports your May. Attention creates reality, doesn't it? Can your attention be on this? Can you try it for a week? Can you try it for a month? Can you try it for a year? What a pleasure to serve you. What a delight to be in unexpected activations that feel like this. What? Is that where we're going today? Oh, it's cute. What did I have written down? Now, truth, joy. Those were kind of the things that I thought we might hit today. I didn't expect all of that. If you'd like to join us in the void for our meditations happening Thursdays over at the halls of Akashic. And then every month at the end of the month, we get together for a juicy conversation. We call it a Q&A. I call it sometimes a love fest, like, hey, let's just hang out and see what's going on and see the ways that we can come together in community to support each other, to support these new visions of reality that are trickling through us, that are being created through our collaboration, through our love, through our mutual practices of truth. Thank you so much for being here. God, it feels good. Please remember that all of this is yours. Please remember that all of this is available, and be in the world so others might feel it even if they can't understand it.
I'll see you soon.